part of your life, what aspect of your life needs resurrection, needs to be raised up? It's a question I want to put before you as we begin our reflection on the Gospels today. Welcome back to Radical and Relevant, where each day we take a moment to reflect on the Gospel of Jesus so that we can live it more fully in our day. Today's reading comes from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 7, verses 11 through 17. Jesus went to a city called Nain, and his disciples and a great crowd went with him. As he drew near to the gate of the city, behold, a man who had died was being carried out, the only son of his mother, and she was a widow, and a large crowd from the city was with her. And when the Lord saw her, he had compassion on her, and said to her, "Do not weep." And he came and touched the bier, and the bearers stood still, and he said, "Young man, I say to you, arise." And the dead man sat up and began to speak. And he gave him to his mother. Fear seized them all, and they glorified God, saying, "A great prophet has arisen among us, and God has visited his people." And this report concerning Jesus spread through the whole of Judea and all the surrounding country. What is it that jumps out at you today? Is there a word or a phrase or an idea that Holy Spirit used to capture your attention, to intrigue your imagination? The question I said before you at the beginning was, what part of your life needs to be raised up, needs resurrection? Because I think sometimes it's easy for us to forget that our God is a God of resurrection. He's a God of second chances, and that Jesus is resurrection. And so if we need resurrection, sometimes it might not be our whole life. It might be one part of our life. Might be, haven't been working that hard at school. My studies need resurrection, or my career needs resurrection, or my relationship with my girlfriend needs resurrection, or my marriage needs resurrection, or my health needs resurrection, or my personal finances need resurrection. And so Jesus is resurrection, and it's important for us to think of him as resurrection, because if we don't, then we fall into the trap of not asking for resurrection when we need resurrection. The other phrase that jumped out at me today was, when Jesus came upon this scene, and there's this mother, a widow, and this crowd, it says, "And when the Lord saw her," the widow, the mother of the dead child, "he had compassion on her." We see this over and over throughout the scriptures. We see Jesus' enormous empathy for people. He looked at the crowd, he saw they were like sheep without shepherd, had compassion upon them. And so I think sometimes it's easy to fall into living our religion in a way that lacks empathy. And I think one of the great criticisms of religion throughout the ages, of people claiming to represent religion, has been their lack of empathy for people in real suffering, people enduring unbearable pain. And so Jesus' empathy is a call for us to live out our faith with enormous compassion, with gigantic empathy. And so as we go through our day today, let's bring that empathy, Jesus' empathy, into the world. Have a great day, and remember, be bold, be Catholic.